Back in the 70s, we put this property here into an easement so it would never have the opportunity to be farmed, that it would be conserved in perpetuity. And so we now manage the 650 acres of wetlands here on the farm. To understand, the diversity of life that we're helping support is really rewarding. And oftentimes, it's the place where I come to kind of clear my head and, see a beautiful sunrise or sunset and enjoy just the amazing nature that we have here in the valley. When you have so much environmental presence around you, it's something we just take a strong sense of responsibility in terms of how we care for it, and it's not we just look at the farming side of the operation. We're looking at the conservation side all the time as well. We make big investments in how we grow our crops. I thought it was only appropriate that we would treat our riparian and habitat areas with the same level of concern and care, and so we've really stepped up our efforts across the farm. I definitely have a sense of responsibility, and I think even going back to my third great-grandfather, he essentially was working in the landscape and raising cattle here, but he saw some of the last herd of tule elk that were in peril, essentially just because some of their habitat was getting squeezed out, and he had his vaqueros round them up and put them in a safe place, and that same initial breeding stock has populated a lot of California from his efforts of essentially preserving them. Stories like that resonate with me, and just carrying forward a responsibility of, we don't produce cattle anymore, but healthy food and fiber, for people, and also making sure that we're doing it and taking the environment into account at the same time. This is some coyote bush we planted this year. For a long time, we've made investments in what is being called sustainability, but it's essentially, doing the right thing. Certainly rewarding to see when you make investments and that they're paying off and that you're making improvements all the time. If there's ways we can highlight what we're doing and it can be helpful to other growers, see that there's pathways to, not only being great, food and fiber producers, but you can also do, habitat enhancements and, add those values in as well. Again, it's an honor to be able to produce food in California and do it in a really sustainable way.